Hi, Lori here from Lori's World with another recipe. Today I'm making Brazilian cheese muffins or rolls. So I've already put all the ingredients pretty much in except for the eggs, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to need a special flour. You need 3 cups of tapioca flour. You're going to need a cup of vegetable oil of your choice, a cup of milk, 3 eggs, a cup of mild cheddar, and a cup of shredded Parmesan. You could buy it. You want it already. You don't want it in the container like you do on spaghetti. You need 3 eggs. You need just a tablespoon of salt. You need your muffin pan. And let's see, I said 3 eggs. So I'm going to blend this all together after I add my eggs. And you can just use a blender or a regular mixer that has the bread dough mixing pads on it. Mix it up really good. Pour them about halfway in there and bake at 400 for 20 minutes until you get a nice muffin head. All right, so let me put my eggs in and blend it up, and I'll show you what it looks like before I dump it into the pan. And yes, I made a mess. The batter is going to look like typical batter. Like I said, just use your regular blender or your mixer. This does not need to be in a bread mixer or kneaded. All right, so I'm going to scoop it out. I'm going to use a half a cup scoop that I used. And I'm going to scoop it out and put it in like so. It's going to be a little messy. And I'm just going to fill my muffin tins about 3/4 of a way full. All right, when I get this done, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, this is what it looks like. Like I said, about 3/4 of full to the top. And I use a silicone, so they just pop right out. No need for little muffin tins or anything. And worrying about burnt bottoms. All right, I'm going to put this in at 400 for 20 minutes, and I will be back to show you what it looks like. All right, guys, it has been 20 minutes. The top's exploded. You want the top to be like that, overexposed, because you want a crunchy top. Look at that. Nice golden brown. Look at those. They're like little popovers for cheesy rolls. It's hot, so you might want to get the butter out first, and then you're going to break it open and show them what it looks like and why you love the cheesy bread. Look at the Parmesan and the cheddar throughout the bread. Look at that. Homemade rolls without having to use a bread mixer. Let us see what it looks like when you break it open. It's hot. Use the knife. Look at that cheesy takeaway. Look how moist and soft that inner. It's almost like a cylinder of cheesy goodness. Look at that. Oh, you're going to cheat? And the Parmesan, if you know, has a nutty kind of flavor. And so does, and then you got your cheddar. And to offset, some use a sharp. I like mild. What you think? Break it open so they can see how soft. I know it's hot. It's best to eat them hot, guys. You don't want to. Look at that. The cheese pull away. Look at that. Moist, gooey inside, crispy on the outside. Tell everybody what you think.
It's good.
Yeah. All right, everybody. For this recipe and more, I hope to see you at Lori's World. Bon appetit.